my best.
That was nice. Good job, Lauren. Here we go. Express train.
It's all downhill from
Way
here.
to go.
Great. Hey,
Blake Snell.
look
He's
who's making his giant debut. Blake Snell taking on the Washington Nationals. 3 innings of work, 5 strikeouts, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, said he was amped up, Dero.
It was a quirky inning. The home plate umpire didn't do him any justice. Squeezed him a little bit. Could have got him more in a rhythm early.
You know who was in
But
a
credit
rhythm?
to the Nats. They were
Lane
fast.
Thomas. That's a 2-run homer. Nats go on to win by the final of 8-1. Let's give a shout out to Trey Lipscomb. 3 for 5, 3 stolen bases, joining Tim Raines as the only rookies in team history with a 3-hit, 3 stolen base game, and the Washington Nationals win by the final of 8-1. Let's go to Minnesota. Balmy Minneapolis for the Dodgers and the Twins. Shohei Ohtani.
Somebody's getting warm.
Yeah, that's down the line.
They have 9 wins. How many are they going to win?
That was the first
As many.
5-game multi-hit streak in the career of Shohei Ohtani. Teoscar Hernandez.
What a play by Buxton.
Yeah, Byron Buxton. Yeah, get him back out there in center field. That's what we want to see. That preserves the 2-2 tie. But then James Outman, his first home run of the season. The Dodgers' top 4 hitters, Betts, Ohtani, Freeman, and Smith, went 7 for
There's like
17.
no in between at the beginning of the year. That's why I hated it.
What do you mean?
Dodgers
Either
win
hit
4-2.
420 with 3, or you're hitting $1.10 with nothing.
Let's go to St. Louis for the Phillies and the Cardinals. Brandon Marsh.
Makes you want to cry when you're walking up to home plate.
His 3rd home run of the
That's on the
season.
scoreboard,
Phillies take a
average.
3-1 lead.
Get that.
Everyone's like, you're not even hitting your weight.
Jordan Walker, runners at 2nd and 3rd, with the Phillies down 3-1, or up 3-1. That's a sac fly. Tying run goes to 3rd. Next batter, Mason Wynn. Young man out of the Houston area, and that sneaks through for a base hit. And this game is tied. We go to extra innings. Alec Bohm. Runners at 1st and 2nd. That's down the line. Phillies go on to win by the final of 5-3. Spencer Turnbull, 6 scoreless, 6 strikeouts on 82 pitches.
You're noticing Spencer Turnbull.
I'm big on Spencer.
All right, Tigers,
Dave
Pirates.
Dombrowski's like,
Connor Joe.
ew, gold.
That's extra bases. Connor Joe's in the middle of every Pirates highlight these days.
Oh, who
And
said
does
the
he,
Pirates?
Is he
Who?
flat
He
iron
went
his
2
hair?
for 3, couple of ribs, but Mitch Keller was dominant for the Pittsburgh Pirates. 9 strikeouts in 6 innings of work.
Any credit?
Brian Reynolds coming on the show.
That's right. Brian Reynolds is coming
Here
on the
he is.
show, and Brian Reynolds is about to hit a
Brian.
home run.
100th homer. Congrats.
Don't say it.
Welcome to the club.
100th
The water's
career
warm,
home
big guy.
run for Brian Reynolds, and as Dero mentioned, he'll join us a little bit later in
Took
the
me
show.
17
Pirates win
years
again,
to get 100
7-4.
bombs.
Now to our top story for the Astros and Rangers in Arlington. Jordan Alvarez. Remember when he started the season slowly?
No?
Yeah.
Wow. I
Yeah.
didn't see that one.
That's left on left. 431 feet. Astros scored 2, then gave up 5, and then they had to come back, and boy, did they. Jordan Alvarez, another extra base hit. Then Kyle Tucker gets
They're
into the
bored
act.
by the regular season.
Astros take the lead 7-5, and then Victor Caratini hit 7 home runs last year, all from the left side. This one of his first as a member of the Astros, and Houston goes on to win by the final of 10-5. Their bullpen really bailed them out on a day where Framber Valdez was scratched from his start with a sore elbow. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Brewers, Reds. Will Benson.
Benson. Left on left, by the way.
Oh,
Hey, David Bell said it. He had a monster spring. He was going to give him a shot.
second home run of the season. And then let me talk to you. Lee De La Cruz. Yeah. That's nearly 113 off the bat. 450 feet worth of thunder. It's 9-3. Now, Willie Adames.
By the way, I know this great play by Stuart Fairchild robbing this, Robert.
Oh, Stuart Fairchild.
Graham Ashcraft. We did the stuff thing last
Yeah,
week.
he came up pretty high on
He's
the
throwing
Number one.
100.
Yeah, he was one. He was one. Now, we move to the bottom of the 7th. It's 9-8. All right? De La Cruz at the plate. This time
Don't
for the
dive,
right side.
Sal. Don't dive, Sal.
Yeah, Sal dove, and as soon as it got past him, you just about knew it's definitely 3.
Now you're-
The only question of was it going to be 4? And it was 4. second home run of the game for Elly De La Cruz. And the Cincinnati Reds go on to win 10-8. Here's De La Cruz after the win.
I was thinking the next base. That's my mentality. When I hit the ball, I was thinking about the next base, extra base, always. I mean, I feel great when I run in the bases, and that's electric, and that's giving electrifying to a whole stadium, and that's what I like. The fans like that, and I like it.
Elly likes speed.
Yeah, a couple of things here. One, De La Cruz becomes the first Reds player since 1982 to have an inside-the-park homer and then an over-the-fence homer.
A random and awesome accomplishment.
Yeah, right. Dan Dreesen, great first baseman with the Big Red Machine back in '82. And the other thing, Dero, that maybe is the most impressive is that Elly De La Cruz worked so hard the last couple of years to learn and speak English.
Yes.
And he made a point to do these interviews in English this year because he said, I wanted a way to connect with the fans. And as someone that speaks a little bit of Spanish, but gets very apprehensive when I have to speak in front of someone, I think that might be the most impressive thing that he's done so far.
I'm blown away by it, Robert. Blown away by how comfortable some of these young superstars are interacting with the fans. I used to watch Derek Jeter come out on deck early in his career, and he'd be having a conversation with the fans. I could hear everything that was happening behind me, and I never turned around my entire 15 years playing in a league. I just felt like I had to stay in the grind. So I absolutely love. There's kind of a common theme to today's shows. Kind of some of the freak athletes in the game were on big display last night. Lauren, there was an eclipse yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. Give me the definition of an eclipse, please.
I'm glad you asked. I Googled it, so it must be true. It's on the internet. It's the obscuring of light from one celestial body passing in front of another.
Okay.
You're welcome.
He looks like he has a celestial body, all right? So I want to take you through it. Let's get in. David Bell, what were you looking at yesterday? Were you looking at the eclipse? Because you might have a phenomenon in your lineup. And I love what Will Benson talked about, talking about Cincinnati having a true superstar to kind of rally around. And if they're going to win the NL Central, they have all the pieces in line. He has got to be a big-time producer. So I just want to take you through what his speed, his talent can do in a game. So pause this when we get paused. Look at the bug right here. 0-0. We're just getting loose. Bottom of 2. He's got a 1-2 count on him, and run this. This doesn't show up in the box score. Ortiz has to rush to throw because this guy runs like an absolute gazelle down the first base line, and he's standing on second. Next pitch, 2 pitches later, I'm stealing third, but I'm still, pause. Run that back to his lead, please. I mean, there's just the true athleticism. He's not like he has a monster lead. He's being held on, and it's a flat steal. It's not like a jump and go. Run this. William Contreras is one of the best in the business at throwing runners out. Boom. And then we're playing the infield in a little bit to the left, and it's 1-0. So just what he's able to do to put pressure on the defense is incredible. Next time up, we're going dead center to parts unknown.
Oh, mommy.
I mean, this is Adam Dunn territory. Good. Most of those balls that you see get hit out to dead center are landing in that turf, that little burn right beyond the center field wall. He catches every stitch, and run that back for me to the setup. Just watch him move right here. Everything I believe in. Run this super slow if you can. Pause. We talk about being in a position to deliver a blow to the baseball. Look at him engaging his backside. All of this is ready to fire. This becomes a kickstand, and then I'm going to uncoil. Run it. Pause. Look at the lag he creates. This is his steering wheel. This is his power. Drops it in a slot. Almost the bat is almost bending. Instead of casting and getting the barrel out there, he is creating crazy lag. Stays through this, run it. 450, dead center. just an elite athlete. There's not many guys in the game that are doing this, except Tatis, the Acuñas of the world. And it just keeps going. And he knows what the fans want to see, right? Soon as this ball gets past Sal Frelick, and this is a do-or-die play, it's game on. Most guys would be thinking stand-up triple. You could tell his face coming around first base is, I have 4. And there would have been a play at the plate if that ball didn't hit the mound, but it was incredible to see him cut the bags the way he cuts the bags. Pause this real quick and bring up that first board. It's kind of similar to the Acuña board and the Tatis board we just looked at in the A block. Percentile rankings 2023 season. Max exit velo, he's in the 100th percentile. Arm strength, 98th percentile. Sprint speed. So you bring all these tools. Now can you be a consistent big leaguer and put this franchise on your back? Because that's what it's going to take. And I just want to dive in on this, okay? Because in order for him to take the next step, the punch-outs have to go away. Before the 2023 All-Star break, his K percentage was at 30, okay? In the minors, it was at 29. Do the math. That's like Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber's about 28.5% punch-out. After the 2023 All-Star break and into 2024, we're getting north of Joey Gallo territory on the punch-out. So there's got to be a little tick down. If he can get it into this 29, 28, like he was in the minor leagues, he could really go on kind of a meteoric rise here. So he gets rid of the punch, Cincinnati becomes a real problem, guys.
It's at the center of all this. This is entertainment, and he knows that.
Yeah.
Than most, right?
Yeah. I think it was against the Brewers, Dero, last year, where he stole second, stole third,
And stole home.
And stole home.